Hello, this is Pintoon from Odishatv.in bringing you today's news from Odisha. First, the headlines. Chief Minister Navin Patnaik announces all villages in the state to be provided with electricity connection by 2019. Odisha government puts revised toll-free collection at 8 toll plazas in the state on hold for a month. Political mudslinging begins between Excise Minister Damodar Raut and BJD MLA Devashish Sawantray after BJD lost CMC by force. CBI takes Remark India chit fund company CMD director on 7-day remand. And women celebrate Savitri Brata, pray long life of their husbands. Now the details. All villages in the state will be provided with electricity connection by 2019. Chief Minister Navin Patnaik announced at a training program of the Energy Department on Saturday. While attending a training program for newly appointed Assistant Executive Engineers, the Chief Minister said the Energy Department will be reformed to provide quality electricity services 24/7 in the state. Besides, efforts will be made to enhance electricity production and distribution in the state, the Chief Minister added. Patnaik handed over appointment letters to 88 Assistant Executive Engineers. While 68 of them were appointed in the Energy Department, 10 each were given appointment in PWD and Rural Development Department. Talking to newsmen, Patnaik said, "I am glad that the Assistant Executive Engineers of the Energy Department were given appointment orders today. Their induction will further strengthen the organization to serve the people in a better way."
I am glad that the Assistant Executive Engineers of the Energy Department were given appointment orders today. Their induction further strengthens the organization to serve the people in a better way.
Transport Minister Ramesh Majhi on Saturday clarified that the hiked toll to be collected at the 8 toll plazas in the state, as per the notification by the National Highways Authority of India, has been put on hold for the time being. Earlier in the day, Chief Secretary Aditya Prasad Padhi had said the prevailing arrangement will continue at the toll plazas on the national highways in the state. He, however, didn't clarify whether the hiked toll will be collected at the toll plazas or not. After a meeting with the visiting chairman of the National Highways Authority of India, Raghav Chandra, Padhi said the existing arrangement will continue until we submit a detailed report to the NHAI for their consideration as decided in today's discussion. NHAI chairman Raghav Chandra echoed Padhi, saying the toll gates in the state are not illegal. The Government of India is fully seized of it, and these have been set up as per the rule book. However, if there are any issues, the state government can send us a detailed proposal. We will examine the same and then respond.
18/5/2016 जो वाणिज्य परिवहन विभाग तरफ जो नोटिफिकेशन होता टोल गेट गुड़ाक जो कलेक्शन करने वर्तमान स्थगित रहा एवं परवर्ती समय आलोचना हेब एवं या राज्य सरकार 10 दिन भितर जो टोल गेट गुड़ाक जो रिलोकेट करने राज्य सरकार पुणी गोटे 10 दिन भितर गोटे केंद्र सरकार रिपोर्ट देवे.
Just 2 days after Prime Minister Narendra Modi visited Odisha and laid emphasis on the health care of pregnant women and infants in the state, a pregnant woman in tribal-dominated Nabarangpur district delivered a dead baby while being taken to the hospital on a bicycle because there was no ambulance available. According to reports, the incident took place at Gomioda village under Jharigaon block in the district, where a pregnant woman had to deliver on the way to hospital as neither an 102 nor 108 ambulance reached in time. According to sources, Bansi Gowda, a resident of the village, called 102 and 108 ambulances when her wife felt labor pain, but in vain. Finding no other option, Gowda took her wife to the hospital on a bicycle, but his wife delivered a dead baby boy before reaching the hospital. The sources are dead. Bansi Gowda, husband of the victim, said, "I had to take my wife to hospital on a bicycle as the ambulance didn't come to take her to hospital. On the way to hospital, she delivered a dead baby boy." The National Highway Authorities of India and the Odisha government on Saturday fixed a timeline for development of 1,912-kilometer national highway running through the state. A meeting between a delegation of NHAI led by its chairman Raghav Chandra interacted with state government officials to resolve issues relating to several clearances and to expedite the work. Matters relating to forest diversion, environmental clearance, availability of road construction materials, disbursement of compensation to people, tree felling in forest land and GPS survey were discussed, an official said. Odisha is a very fast progressing state from the viewpoints of industrialization and tourism. The state is also important from the viewpoint of its location. NHAI would work in coordination with the state administration for improvement of roads, said the NHAI chief. Chief Secretary Aditya Prasad Padhi assured that the state government would expedite all the works and provide necessary support for early completion of the projects. There are allegations that 5 out of the 8 toll gates managed by NHAI in Odisha collect money in violation of norms, and both NHAI and the state agreed that the state would give a detailed proposal on the matter to the NHAI for consideration of the Surface Transport and Highways Ministry. Decisions would be taken keeping in view the convenience of the people, said Padhi.
National highways which are part of our overall projections for Odisha, and today we have reviewed that about 620 kilometers have already been constructed. There are projects of for about another 1300 kilometers which are undergoing construction or which will be bid out. Projects report are getting made.
The State Election Commission will write to the Panchayat Raj departments again, asking it to submit a report on the number of wards and data on reservation of seats for the Panchayat elections to be held next year. According to sources, the ACC had asked the department to submit a detailed report in this regard by May 31. But since the department had failed to submit the report by the deadline, the commission will write again to the department, sources added. Rabindra Sahu, secretary of the commission, said, as we have not received data on number of wards and seat reservation for the Panchayat election next year, we will soon write a letter to the state government to submit a report on it. On its part, the Panchayat Raj department has sought to explain away the delay, saying it is busy with the formation of 500 new panchayats before the poll. We have failed to submit a report in time as the department is busy with the formation of new panchayats. The department will submit a report soon, said a Panchayat Raj department official. With the CBI indicating that it's going to file the final charge sheet in the seashore case in the next 3 to 4 days, several political leaders, many of them belonging to the ruling party and their associates, are spending sleepless nights wondering if their names would figure in it. Talk of the complicity of some leading lights of the ruling party with the cheat fund company had reached fever pitch in 2014 after the CBI interrogated former BJD heavyweight Parimon Mahapatra and Saroj Sahu, former BJD office secretary and political program coordinator to the chief minister at Navin Nivas. Opposition parties had also alleged that BJD MLA Prabhat Biswal had links with the Seashore Group chief. A host of MOUs signed between Seashore and the state government in fields as varied as maize processing and healthcare had fueled speculation about the Ponji firm's links with some powerful BJD leaders. Much to the embarrassment of the ruling BJD, the CBI had also found the names of several senior police officers and even an IAS officer in the diary of middleman Subhankar Naik as recipients of bribe money from the company. It now remains to be seen whether the CBI has mentioned the name of these political leaders and the police officers in its charge sheet. Political mudslinging has begun after the defeat of the BJD in the by-election in Ward number 21 of Cuttack Municipal Corporation, with the irrepressible party vice president and excise minister Damodar Raut targeting Barwati Cuttack MLA Debashish Samantray for the defeat of the ruling party on Saturday. Cuttack is the birthplace of the legendary Biju Patnaik and our Chief Minister Navin Patnaik. Today's loss is certainly heartrending for me and for the party as well, Raut said after the defeat. In a scarcely veiled attack on Samant Ray, the excise minister batted strongly for former mayor and corporator from ward number 21, Anita Behera, whose resignation in the wake of a controversy over her name figuring in the list of beneficiaries under the NFSA had necessitated the by-election in the first place. The former mayor had no fault of her own. She was forced to tender her resignation. Today's result is the effect of that incident, Raut maintained. But the Cuttack lawmaker, who had played a significant role in orchestrating the resignation of Behera after the Congress and BJP raised a hue and cry, hit back at its perennial bugbear, saying, "It's very painful that a senior leader like him is always ready to comment against me."
कटक सहर प्रभात पुरुष विजु पट्टनायक जन्मस्थान माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जन्मस्थान सेठू जन प्रार्थी हारीजा मो प्रति एवं विजु जनता दल प्रति एक आघात जो मेयर जे थिले तांकर किसी दोष न थाई तांको जबरदस्त रेजिस्ट्रेशन दिया कराइथिला आज तार फल देखिले
अकाउंटेबल गवर्नेंस लगी निजस्व इच्छा रे अनिता बेहरा इस्तीफा देइथिले तांको ऊपर कोनोसी चाप नथला एते वरिष्ठ नेता है सी सबु बेले गोटे यही प्रकार जेलेस मनोभूति मो पे रखुंट जितेबाला गोटे मौका मिल सबु बेले सी यही प्रकार मो विरुद्ध मंतव्य देवे यहाँ अत्यंत दुखदायक।
ओडिशा राजनीति गोटे पोलराइजेशन देखा देछि बीजेपी कौन प्रकार आगक न बढ़ू ये बुझामणा कांग्रेस और विजु जनता दल होइछि तारी प्रतिफलन घटी हाँ कटक बुगुड़ा ये सब जगह से काम एवं आगामी दिन में भी हमार संभावना यथेष्ट अच्छी।
The CBI on Saturday took two top officials of Remac Realty India Limited, a chit fund company, on 7-day remand for interrogation. A team of the Central Investigating Team brought the two top officials, Partha Pratip Tiwari, CMD, and Director Pradeep Majumdar, from a jail in Darjeeling amid tight security and produced them in the CBI court at Bhubaneswar. The court allowed the CBI to take the duo on a 7-day remand. The two officials were earlier arrested by the Kolkata police while the court had remanded them to judicial custody in Darjeeling. Sources in the CBI said the company had duped people in various states in the country of more than rupees 150 crore, including rupees 4 crore from investors in Odisha. The company had opened its 2 branch offices in Odisha. Married women across Odisha celebrated Savitri Brata with great devotion and fervor, fasting for their husbands on Saturday. Resplendent in their new saris, women made a beeline to the nearest temples since morning to pray to the deities, seeking a long life for their husbands. Some women choose to invite priests and observe the rituals at home. Husband is akin to God. I feel lucky as I'm praying for my hubby on this day, gushed Subhasri, a woman in Bhubaneswar. Another woman, Radharani, said, I feel proud and wish spend my whole life as his wife. The scene was no different at the Sri Mandir in Puri. Women devotees from across the state thronged the temple to pray for the well-being of their husbands. I have come here without caring for the rain. I wish my sindoor remains intact for the rest of my life, said Manasi. Even women inmates lodged at jails in the state celebrated the day, wishing long life for their husband. Sasmita, a woman jail inmate, said, jail authorities provided us sari and fruits. We are celebrating the day with a lot of happiness. People of the third sex in the city also didn't miss out on the opportunity to celebrate the Savitri Brata. They worshipped the Butterbriksha banyan tree as per the tradition. Before wrapping up, the news headlines once again. Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik announces all villages in the state to be provided with electricity connection by 2019. Odisha government puts revised toll-free collection at 8 toll plazas in the state on hold for a month. Political mudslinging begins between Excise Minister Damodar Raut and BJD MLA Devashish Samantray after BJD lost CMC by court. CBI takes Remac India chit fund company CMD director on 7-day remand. And women celebrate Savitri Brata, pray long life of their husbands. That's all for today. Thank you for watching.